In times of market uncertainty, it pays to have tools that can help you identify where the money is moving to. There's always a bull market somewhere, you've just got to know where to look, and we've designed a tool that can help. We call it the Correction Deniers Scan, and it pinpoints names that are technically strong, fundamentally sound, and quickly starting to outperform. Let's talk about how it works. On the technical side, we keep it simple. Positive MACD means momentum is on the side of the bulls. Price above the 50 SMA loosely defines an uptrend, and price within 15% of the 52-week high simply keeps us away from any names that have been lagging over the last year. Next, the key fundamentals. In weak markets, we often hear the term flight to safety. Well, in this case, safety is taking the form of a solid balance sheet. We've defined 2 quarters of year-over-year revenue growth and that the company is profitable with low debt leverage. Finally, where the magic happens, the recent outperformance section. This is how we define the real movers and shakers, and we do it using the relative performance indicator, which allows us to compare the price performance of an asset relative to the performance of all of its peers. To make it through this complex set of filters takes real strength, and the names that do are worth paying close attention to. In this list, we see the likes of Palantir, FICO, AbbVie, Lockheed Martin, and many other names that have performed very well despite recent index weakness. So presumably, these are the names where we want to be positioned, but we don't just want to blindly buy. Instead, we want to look for key entry opportunities, and we can utilize the strategy tester to find them. Let's build an example together. When building trading strategies, it's almost always best to start with something simple. Using Palantir as my test asset, on the entry side, I'm going long on a bullish MACD cross up and exiting when the MACD crosses down. And the results are pretty good. We're beating buy and hold by over 60%, but the max drawdown is a little high, so let's try and improve upon it. One way we can attempt to do that is by defining where the MACD is crossing. We know that bull crosses below the zero line signal a shift from bearish to bullish momentum, so let's define that as a requirement for entry. With that simple change, we've now increased the return relative to buying and holding by almost 90%. We've also reduced the max drawdown by an additional 11% as well. We're getting more return out of the strategy, and we're risking less to do it. That's a win-win. We can further refine our strategy by testing alternative exits via the any of the above filter. With this addition, we're exiting on either a bearish MACD cross or a death cross. Making this change increases returns and reduces max drawdown modestly. Finally, we can utilize tools like the Price Behavior Explorer to identify if there are any periods where our strategy performance begins to drop off. And this visualization makes it clear that this strategy's performance seems to weaken after 35 candles. We can take that knowledge and add it as an alternative exit condition, and when we do, we add an additional 10% to our strategy's total return. Pretty simple, right? Let's take it one step farther. We've got this solid list of names and a killer strategy. Now we can utilize the Variance Explorer to see if this strategy works on any other names we just found. We can test up to 30 variants at once from multiple strategies, timeframes, look-back windows, and assets in any combination. I can test the strategy that I just made for Palantir on every other name in my Correction Deniers list at one time. Now it's your turn to try. In the provided links, we've included the Correction Deniers Scanner as well as 3 additional strategies on 3 other names that are coming up in the scan. These strategies have been designed to showcase the myriad of ways it's possible to achieve market-beating returns. To import them into your account, simply click the link and choose Login and Import and then subscribe. That's it. Happy testing.